demonstrate using an SMS. So go to your phone, you type in.
You go to the SMS app.
Yes, go to the SMS app. Then you type in the appliance you want to switch on or off. So I'm going to demonstrate with a fan and also a fridge and also the lights. So
Just to hold you right there, does it apply to every and any electric appliance? Water heater, maybe TV or anything, everything? Does this technique apply to everything?
yes, this system applies to any appliance, either using DC or alternating current, or whether it's a fan. As long as it's an electrical appliance that is in your house, it works for
That's interesting.
every appliance. Yes. So I'm going to demonstrate it. Currently, the lights in it shows that the color lights are on. So I'm going to switch on the fan and also switch on the fridge and also demonstrate it by switching off the lights,
All using your phone.
all using my phone.
Okay.
So I'm going to my SMS app in my phone. As you can see, I've saved it. So inside here there is a SIM card that communicates with the phone. So I'm going to type fan on.
Do you have to have data to do this or wireless connection?
For the person who's going to use a mobile app will require data. But for the person who's going to use the SMS, is going to just need his SMSs. Why do we look at an option of using an SMS and also using an app? Is that we're looking at a condition where someone has this mini phone, the small,
Kabiriti, the buttons phone.
the buttons phone, and also someone using a smartphone. So those who are using the cabinet phone, they can basically use the SMS, and those who are having smartphones can only focus on the mobile app. Yes. So I'm going to demonstrate with the SMS. So I type in fan on and then send a message. So here it shows it has received the message, and the light, the fan triggers on. Yes. Then I'm going to switch on the fridge using the phone. So I will type fridge. So it indicates it has received. So the fridge actuates on. So this system is advantageous in a condition that, let's say you've gone for work and you've forgotten to switch off your lights or any electrical appliance, you can switch it off. Let's say we are in a school and we need control, let's say electrical appliances in a school, and let's say you're an administrator, you can easily control them remotely. Let's say in hospitals, if you're in a hospital and the hospital administrator with the number of patients in a ward, you can control it. So, and it also reduces on the spread of diseases whereby you're always touching those mechanical switches all the time. So we would like to phase out that such kind. And also it saves time. You don't need to move that side to switch on, and then also
This part is very thoughtful.
Yes. We looked at a condition during the COVID times when people were spreading diseases by touching different points. So we realized that people didn't focus on the switching centers, but they were also part of the areas that used to spread those other viruses during COVID times.
For instance, as where someone drives an electric car, have you also tested on that? Can that work on electric cars? I know we don't have them in the country, but can that work, that method?
Yeah, it works as long as a system accesses power. As long as their electric cars are effective, then our system works with every electrical device. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. That'll be all from the engineering faculty of Kabale University. Please stay tuned for so many more exhibitors. Now, crossing over from Kabale University, we're here at Mbara University, an institute solely known for science and technology. Now, I'm here with a gentleman, and we're curious to know what all these creations are. He'll be taking us through their creations and what they do. Thank you for joining us. What's your name?
My name is Mutiaba Ronald. Yeah, I work for Mass Space. It stands for Pathogen Epidemiology Studies, and we are actually working on products from herbal plants, herbal materials. We get our materials and formulate drugs that target resistant strains of bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Today, we are showcasing many products varying on different, like this is an antifungal soap. It works.
Pest Harbors. What does PES stand for?
PES stands for Pathogen Epidemiology Studies. Yeah. This soap works on antifungals on the skin like tinea, dermatophytes.
You know, all these things, we're used to things coming from outside of the country. Now, this is such a big deal because it's happening in one of our institutes in our country. How does someone come up with this? What's the process? How do you end up with this product?
We get our plant, for example, our target plant, which contains the components that treat these resistant organisms, and we dry our plant, then compound the plant, extract it using appropriate solvents, then we do assay on these organisms to see whether they actually work on the organisms. Then we go ahead and formulate the product. After formulating the product, we go back and do assay again to see that it actually works after formulating the real product. Then we go to animal studies. We test in animals to see that it does not cause harm in animals and imitate humans. Then in humans we do clinical trials, but so far we are in the stages of animal trials before going to the human trials.
How are the animal trials coming along? Is there any positive outcome?
Yes, so far they are promising for some products, and others that are not promising, we have gone back to the lab. We are not showcasing them today.
I've already touched one of these. Like, I hope everything here is already animal trial proof.
Everything here is working in animals, and we are still in animals because it doesn't take like a day, and we were given so far 1 year to come up with all this, and we have tried our best to do everything in the short period of time, but these animal trials actually take a lot of time. So we've tried our best, and we are still working on it.
Have you carried out any regional exhibitions back in Barada?
Not yet so far. We are out from the animal house up to here. Yeah.
Do you think this knowledge you've acquired here, what is the process that you have to go through for government to, because they have to be proven to get into the market? Are you in that process of getting these products approved?
Yes, we are in the process of getting approved by NDA, but their main requirements are like first do animal trials, then come, we shall see, they go ahead.
So what are the ingredients for this particular soap?
The ingredients are specifically oil and then the aqueous lye solution.
I'm smelling, is it like a lemon-like?
Yeah, it contains herbs mainly, so you can sense it as a lemon, but sometimes it might not be the lemon, yeah.
Who's the professor that's heading this entire production?
Yeah, it's called Professor Bazira Joel. Yeah, he's a microbiologist, but he has come to see what's wrong with the pharmaceutical sector. Why are they not curbing the problems with these drugs? Why are the drugs becoming resistant? And he has come up to see how he can solve these problems, though he's a microbiologist.
Okay, that's very interesting. And the PES?
That is non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. Usually all hand washes have alcohol in them.
Yeah.
How effective will this be without the alcohol?
Some people are not good, they don't like alcohol, to get in touch with alcohol. So we came up with the hand wash, which is alcohol free, but it kills 99% the germs.
So please explain to us how these work and their importance.
These ones, you need an applicator. You insert it into the private parts of the ladies' supper.
Like a syringe, something that pushes?
Yeah, they call it an applicator. You use it to push this kind of thing, and it will dissolve into, and it works very well for candidiasis. Yes.
And for how long does someone have to use it? Has it already been tested for usage?
No, so far it has not been approved for usage, but we are targeting extended release so that it can work within 2 days. Someone is okay with the candida.
That's very interesting. That is all we had here at the Pest Harbors department and Ambara University of Science and Technology. Please stay tuned for more of the exhibitors in Mbara University. So I'm here at one of Mbara's Innovations Hub with a lovely lady that will be taking me through what they have going on here. You're welcome. Please introduce yourself and tell us more about what you're doing.
Okay, my name is Nuriat Nambogo. I work with the Consortium for Affordable Medical Technologies as the Research and Grants Manager. It's CAMTech in short. We are an innovations hub based at Mbara University of Science and Technology, Western Uganda. So we do work with innovators and mentor them to right from ideation all through to commercialization, product development, up to when we see the product is ready. That's CAMTech. We have a number of projects, but for this Science Week, we brought a few for exhibition. For example, we have, this is an air device, an augmented infant resuscitator device.
What does that do?
Sorry?
What does that do?
So this helps to provide when a baby is born, many times they are not breathing well. So the midwives have to provide resuscitation, and sometimes they don't know whether they are doing it right. So this is a device, an add-on device that we developed to provide to help the midwives know whether they are doing the resuscitation well or not. So this is just a demonstration. So if they are doing it well, it will show green, okay, here. And this has an international patent. So if it's not showing green all through, it means there is a leak somewhere. This is one device, and then we have MobiCare. MobiCare is a mobile-based application that links patients to specialists, health specialists. Think about when you need, for example, an ENT specialist. First of all, in Uganda, the doctor-patient ratio is just 1 to 25,000. And when it comes to specialists, there are fewer. So they end up timing in more than at least 2 or 3 health facilities. So at the time when you need them as a patient or a caretaker, you don't know where to find them. So we developed MobiCare to solve that problem.
It's an app?
It's an application that is in use in Mbarara, but we would be scaling it up here in Kampala. There is another app innovation called Prisms, protecting infants remotely. It provides low-level health workers with skills on how to manage neonates, the sick newborns. So this application has, where you don't have a pediatrician, Prisms can help provide the nurse, the midwife, the management skill, the management plan on how to do it and what to do for the sick newborn.
Because I'm seeing a whole phone, do you create the whole phone or?
Application? No, we don't create the whole phone. It's an inbuilt application that where a midwife or any other health worker at a low-level health facility or someone who is not a pediatrician can go through Prisms, and then they input, of course, when they are examining the baby, everything they are examining, they input here. It was built by a pediatrician and a technical person. So when they input all the, if the baby is, the temperatures and everything, so it gives them a management plan on what to do. It has been scaled up in more than 67 health facilities in Uganda, and also now it's being scaled up in Tanzania for use. Yeah, so we have a number, but as an innovation hub, we are glad to report that we have built a system for now 10 years, and it's a process through which we take these innovators. It's mostly in health, but it's a very good process that we take you up once from when you have an idea. We help you develop that idea, but also build it, and then we support them also to keep looking out for funding, because as an innovator you need funding, but also commercialize because you can't build, you don't want to build something that is not commercially viable. So we support them to register startups, file for IP. We work with Uganda Registration Services Bureau to file to support. They come to Mbarara and support these teams to file for their IP, put together the documents, claims and everything, and know what kind of IP they need. Yeah, that's Camtech Uganda.
That's something you have yourselves here. I like the MobiCare idea. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. This was lovely, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors. That'll be all from Bara University, and we'll be moving on to other faculties to find out what they do. I'm still with Mbara University at the Faculty of Applied Sciences and Technology. This gentleman will be taking us through what it entails and what they do. Thank you for joining us. What is your name?
Yes, my name is Mugambe Victor. I'm finishing school at Mbara University of Science and Technology. So this project particularly here is was bared by Dr. Dennis Bossa, who is the PI and also the Dean of the Faculty of Applied Science and Technology. Our idea here is to transform and change plastic, which is in other things there, which is in the trenches and everywhere, and we transfer it into building materials. So currently we are making pavers, as you can see. We are making interlocking blocks. Our vision is to make fence posts, to make roof tiles, and all other products which are for which are supposed to be used for construction. So as you can see, this one, these things are a bit lighter, like you have touched it. They are lighter.
Oh, this is all plastic.
So this is 30% plastic and 70% sand. So as you can see, this is the plastic, the paver which we have made, and this is the normal one. This is the normal paver. I don't know if you can be able to hold it, but you can feel it's heavier. Same thing, but it's heavier. And also, I wanted to demonstrate something here simple. This is really hard and tough. So as you can see, when I try to do that, it is really, it is really hard. But when you try to do this, for example, it is something which can easily break off. So sorry for that. So that is one of the products we are actually making. Another product we are making, which is actually very, very interesting, is what we call the interlocking block. So with this, you can build the whole building from the, actually we are targeting to build UPE schools. From this, you can build this without using any cement. So we just put, this is one, you put it somewhere there, also you get another one, so it interlocks, and another one, you put it here. So all this is done using plastic waste, which is actually left there. So in other words, we are doing this in a way which is environmentally conscious. We are doing it in a way which is actually sustainable in that particular sense.
Construction is an essential and serious business. Don't you think, has this been tested and approved that it's safe to construct a whole house? Because this looks detachable.
Yeah, so what you are seeing here is actually our first prototype. We have samples in the lab, which are actually being used to, we are testing the tensile strength, but we're also using materials which enable it to be environmentally better and environmentally friendly in that sense, which is actually our IP, which is our uniqueness, as you can see there. So we are making sure that these materials come out in a way that are sustainable, cheap, affordable, and also strong and safe, like you are saying how they are supposed to be tested. Yes.
Now, since most of your creation is eco-friendly, I can see a lot of things are reusable, recyclable, actually, even after using them, if it was broken down. Do you think this is a step forward in the environmental protection?
Yes, actually, this is in line with National Development Plan 3 and Vision 2040. So we are trying to bring these sustainable materials, cheaper sustainable materials, which enable and enhance development. In one sense, for example, our vision, like I said earlier, what if we build the whole of the UPE school using such materials, sustainable, cheap, and also in the sense reducing plastic waste. So it is actually in line, and we believe that it will create around 106,000 jobs. Creating this is a pathline which we are creating jobs in Uganda. We are making building materials, and we also, as an institution, making sure that we transfer knowledge and innovation to society.
Does the university facilitate this entire project?
Yes, like I said, the vision bearer for this project was Dr. Dennis Bosa, who is the PI and the deputy dean faculty of applied science and technology. But the project is also sponsored by the Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat Office of the President. So we are trying to make sure that we come together with the government to be able to do the work. And also we need more funding. As you can see, we are doing real work, which is tangible. We are trying to make sure that things really come out, and in so doing we believe that we shall make our future and we shall make the country better and great like it is supposed to be.
Amen. Thank you so much for your time. This is so inspiring. Good luck in your endeavors. Okay, that is all we had for you from Bara University of Science and Technology. Please stay tuned for more to come. I'm here at the Institute of Makerere University, and I'm honored to be joined by one of the deans of this great institute. She'll be telling us what they're exhibiting here today and what she does as the dean. You're welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Mogasa Claire Mark. I'm from the College of Veterinary Medicine, the School of Biosecurity, Biotechnical and Laboratory Sciences. And today we are here to exhibit the one-of-a-kind Foundry Network of Science and Technology Excellence. And this is aimed at bringing all scientists who are in technology innovation together so that we can interlink them so they can depend on each other and eventually intensify their production or services. And as such, we can be able to contribute to the economy of the country wherever we are. So the reason why we came up with this network is that we realize that we are doing so much science, but each one is in their own silo. So one doesn't know what the other is doing, or one doesn't know how they can work with the other partner in their journey of research, development, innovation. So this is going to be a platform to help everyone come together, and then when we are on this platform, then we will know what we can share, including personnel and other resources, and how we can overcome challenges together. We hope to develop tailor-made industrial skilling courses, okay, so that we can fill that gap that is so eminent in our areas of research and innovation. Yes, that's one of what we would like to do, but also to write what we call bankable proposals together. You realize that as an individual institution, you may not be able to leverage enough resources to do all the research that you need. But as we come together, then we can actually go to the big funders, including World Bank, and pull in resources that we can share together, and we do our research wherever we are. Yes, so those are some of what the things that we think we could start with already.
So the university partly funds this project?
Yes, the university is funding this project in a way that is giving us space and human resource, which is most important. So the experts that have come up with this network are all professors of the university. Yes.
So how do you plan to reach out to the bigger funders and to facilitate your cause?
Yes, the first thing is to make sure that members come and register in the network, okay? And then we'll have a voice. We'll do advocacy, but we'll also do outreaches as we are doing here. This is one of the ways that we hope to voice out to the funders, to the investors, okay, to come and we partner together and see that we also contribute to the economy through this network.
So what is the way forward with the FONSI project?
Yes, so the way forward now is to ensure that all STI establishments all over the country come and register on this platform, in this network, so that we together start off this journey.
Do they find you at Makerere University? How do they find you?
Actually, we are online, fonstill.org. We also, they can also follow us on Twitter at the Fonstill. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors. God bless you. That is all we had from Makerere University. Please stay tuned for more to come. What comes to your mind when you think of Bishop Stewart University? Go no further. I'm hereby joined by a lecturer from this institute that will be taking us through their products under the Research and Innovation faculty. You're welcome. Please tell us more about this.
Thank you. So this is Chonjo Catherine, a lecturer in the Science Department, but also under the Innovation and Research Department. And we have come here to showcase some of our innovations which are going on in the university. And most especially, we are dealing with we are looking at the environment and the people, the human life and the animal life and the plant life. And we believe that when we look at that component which deals with one health, then we are looking at the whole life, the whole health of a human being. Because the foods that we eat influence so much our lives.
Yes, yes.
And if the food is infected, if the food is not healthy, then we are taking quantities, but we are not taking quality food. And for that matter, we look at some of the products like we've made in spray form, in powder form. These products have been specifically made in order to prevent the infestation of pests in stored maize, in stored beans. Because we realize that most of the time, these products have been preserved using synthetic chemicals. But who knows the effect of these synthetic chemicals in our lives? We ingest some of these chemicals as we as they grind the maize, the powder, the flour. We don't know the quantities, and most of the time we realize that even the exports sometimes have been barred from moving out of the country.
So how different is this from the other chemically produced?
These products we have here are purely natural, made up of our natural plants in our natural growing environment, and therefore we are processing them into sprays, into powders, which are able to prevent the infestation of these pests, but at the same time not affecting the human life as per se.
Okay, pick one and tell us how it works and how you created it.
So this is a powder, and this powder is, you use it as you sprinkle it or as you mix it in the maize and the beans in the store. So as soon as you harvest, you get this powder, you mix it with the maize, with the beans, and you keep on observing at least up to a period of 3 months. You have no infestation of these maize weevils. So alternatively, you have this product which is a spray. You spray in the bags before storage, and after that, maybe the place, even the store where you are going to store the maize and the beans, then you'll be sure that it has a repellency effect, so that the maize weevils, if they are there, they are not able to infest.
This is all after harvesting.
Because we are looking at how do we prevent these weevils from infesting. So one other major product that we have here, we have Aphicida, which is now for management of pests in the field. Like the vegetables, they are the ones that they recommend us to. The public health specialists tell us that we should take vegetables. But these vegetables which we are taking, we are still saying, are they healthy for our lives? And for that matter, we've got to use organic chemicals which have no effect solely on our lives. Because these are foods that we take. Some of them like ginger, like onion, is part of the product here. Of course, there are many others. So these are foods, but at the same time with an effect against they are insecticidal. So taking these chemicals in the foods we take, in a way, may also have an advantage in our lives, because already they are foods. So they leave no residues in the foods that we are actually taking.
What are the major ingredients in this pesticide making?
Maybe for patent issues, I may not be able to release the formulations here, but some, like I've already mentioned, they feel like onions and garlic, but there are many others that we use in this. So we are not only looking at the plant health, but we are also looking at the animal health. For example, this product here is for management of infections as a supportive treatment in chicken that have lost morale, chicken that are not able to eat, and they are just there in that mood. As you are administering other medicines, this one can also be given. And then for management of skin infections, chemocide has also been specifically made for that. Then we also have humans. As I told you, we are looking at whole life, one health, whole life, whole health. Animals, plants, and plants and animals. And so we have a cough syrup here, which has portrayed a good result in management of persistent cough. You have taken all the antibiotics, and there is that other cough that is still remaining.
Has it already been tested on humans or just animals at the moment?
No, some people have used it in the communities, but now the next thing that we are remaining with is the certification, and of which we have already started because we are registering the businesses, and later we are already in contact with the bodies that are specifically made.
Have there not been any side effects in the usage of the drug?
Effects have not been, only that, for example, this flu cough is it can only be used after you have eaten food. That is the only thing. But as long as you're satisfied you have eaten, this flu cough is very effective in the treatment.
What happens to you when you take it on an empty stomach?
Of course, those are issues to do with the stomach and ulcer, and we don't want people to take a medicine that. So like it is always known, take all medicines after food. So it's still the recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah. That one works like schemosite. It's still the same, but in small quantities for management of wounds in animals. You see, like in rainy seasons, the goats tend to have sores on the mouth. Then the skins get problems. Then there are those tick bites and so on. So all those can be treated by a schemoside, which you spray about 4 times a day, and then with no time you'll see that those wounds will have healed. Alongside this, we have the wound heal, which is the same composition but different concentrations this time. And this one also heals perfectly every wound that appears on the skin. Maybe they are cuts, maybe they are fresh wounds, maybe they are those that are aseptic, whatever. So when you spray on that wound, it dries up in about a matter of 1-2 days. Those fresh cuts, even the bleeding stops there and then. Of course, I'm talking about those that are not deep, because if they are very deep, then that one requires a medical personnel to come in. Yeah. So there is another one which is undergoing in vitro studies. This one is tick side. It is a product that is being tested in vitro in the laboratory, and it has been proven to cause about 70% efficacy in killing ticks in about 3 hours. So when you go up to about 24 hours, it can actually bring about 100% efficacy. But it still needs a lot of research concerning the effect on the skin of the animals and so on.
Have you tried it on animals and seen results?
I've not tried it on the animals, but I've done it only in vitro in the laboratory, where I go pick the ticks, I immerse them in cotton wool, assuming the skin of the animal, the hairs, then I spray and I keep on observing. So when I did that, in 3 hours I was able to get about 70% mortality.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. This is all very, very effective from your analogy and whatever it entails. We thank you so much and we wish you all the best in your endeavors. That is all we had from Bishop Stewart University. Please stay tuned for more to come. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this episode on the Education Forum. Our main focus was the National Science Week 2023. We explored different exhibitors and what they have to offer to our country as creators. My name is Maureen Babidia. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.